I heard your interview with Jimmy Dore the other day. It was really great. Jimmy's so damn smart. He
He
just
is amazing. Yeah.
We love him. He actually has been really supportive through all of this, and like one of the only comedians that we know that didn't turn his back on Jay and actually like showed up and helped our family. And he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's wonderful.
Wow. Is there anybody else that kind of like had your back that not just now that it's comfortable to support you, but like supported you the whole time? And
Well, I would say the only person of my friends who did anything supportive was Lynn Rajskub from she was on 24, Chloe, I guess.
oh yeah.
Yeah, she's I've known her for years, and she's wonderful. And she just said in some interview, they asked her, "Oh, don't you know Jay Johnston? He was at the Capitol, and did you think he was that violent or something?" And she's like, "Oh no, Jay's great. I love him. I don't know what the hell he did, but I'm sure he didn't mean it or something."
He didn't mean to walk around outside a building.
Yeah, she didn't. She just didn't throw him under the bus, and it was a very respectful and nice thing.
Yeah, it was very sweet of her, and it was like, how do you have balls like that when no one else does? I mean, it's incredible.
What have you learned about the industry or Hollywood or all of it throughout this whole process?
That perhaps I should be a little more embarrassed when I say I'm an actor, because most of them are fucking idiots. And although I did have an inkling that was the case, it's a real bummer when it comes down to, I mean, during these last 4 years, there was a couple times where my daughter was involved in something, a theater group or some kind of activity, and we were asked to leave. We don't want your family here, because some other parents reported that that's Jay Johnston. And then the organization happened to be funded by the Koch brothers or something, and they would lose all their funding.
So. When was this?
Like that, you're going to deprive
us. This was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was
it was a summer theater program.
Yeah, and so another set of parents complained to the higher ups.
Oh, he might get insurrection on my child, so please, get him out of here. I don't know what the fuck.
He might meander around outside this building. We have to put a stop to that. Oh my God.
Yeah, so he had the guy who was running the program had to call and say, "I'm sorry, but your family is not welcome here." So
yeah, I mean, it's just ugly. Like, who does that to kids? Like, why do you have to bring the kids into it?
Yeah,
it's fine if you don't want to invite us to your parties, but
it's fine if you're that much of an asshole that you want to punish children for it, but don't.
Exactly.
Did you? How did you explain? Did you explain any of this to her, or no? Okay.
She didn't. She doesn't really grasp what actually happened with all of this, so we just
that's good.
Yeah. I wish I didn't.
You're only a few drinks away.
That's right.
I agree with you on your sentiment about actors too, especially when it comes to comedians. Like I experienced that during the lockdowns. I had this Jerry Maguire moment of like, I'm not performing in any club that mandates the vaccine. Who's coming with me? And then it was like, chirp, 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 crickets. I was like, no, nobody, never. Oh, you're all just going to use a fake vaccine card and just keep performing and fuck me? Okay. Wow. All right.
That's hilarious.
Well, good for you for doing that.
Thank you. But yeah, you do learn like, oh, everyone's out for themselves. If there's an opportunity for someone to step on your head to get ahead, even 5%, there will be people lining up to do it. And I mean, you have like an actual career, so.
Yeah, you think it's such a cliche, and it's not true because no, people can't do it. It is true. Yeah, and it's funny how much solidarity they have on the selfish, looking out for themselves. Way of looking at things, because there are so many others that are going to join them doing the same, so they feel like they're in a big group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's all because of groupthink and getting pats on the back from each other.
Yeah, and they're all even if they think a little bit differently, they're so petrified to say anything different from the group.
Yeah,
and then they see people, like Jay, where you see him fall super hard, and nobody wants that to happen, so they get even more scared. Like, everybody inches away to not get any splatter on them when he hits the ground, and then They
Gross.
They
That's
don't want to.
Sounds like you're describing what would have happened in prison.
yeah.
Splatter.
It's amazing
Now-
how far.
Because that's how, I mean, that's, yeah, it's pretty harsh what happens, you know, like
Yeah.
they fall hard, and then it becomes an example for other people too, though, which is why they don't even want to, even if, like, we've had people come up to us out at places or friends, you know, where they whisper like, oh, well, we agree with you kind of thing, or
Like,
you get
gee, thanks. Where the fuck were you?
yeah, like, okay, then open your mouth and speak up. Like,
Mhm.
why do people like us have to go down? Like, if more people did that, then maybe this stuff wouldn't happen. But
Yep.
people are afraid. They're afraid to lose their jobs, and I get it, but
But fuck you.
yeah,
Yes.
Fuck you.
exactly, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. Have there been any, I know this, the pardons just happened, but have there been anybody reaching out since, like, wow, glad you're out of it? And, anybody coming to you like with job offers? I'm sure that will come in the age of Trump, where people start to get over their TDS a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think so.
Well, a neighbor up the street had some problem with their toilet, and I helped them out. That was after the pardon, but yeah, that's what I'm relegated to.
You can insurrect this clog,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, my long hair gets caught in the. I understand. Yes, I'll insurrect it.
Oh my God. Okay, let me get there's a question here. Oh, from Zach. The story of Everest is one of the greatest comedy pieces of all time. It never stops being funny. Jay, you're a hilarious gem.
Aw,
Thank you.
Aw.
That's awesome.
that's very cool.
There's love in the chat. I posted earlier if anybody had any questions for you. Let me put these on screen because some of these might be jokes. Who knows? You could answer. Okay.
Well, maybe
Yes.
just to cut through some of it, I'm a Libra.
Oh, I figured as much. No.
Yeah, no, whatever. Go for it.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. Have you ever taken a train and eaten it piece by piece after you just derailed it with your penis? Explain that.
Well, it was a question posed in a sketch on Mr. Show. So
Oh.
yeah, and he had. So, amazing.
Yes, why hasn't he gotten a copy of Outlaw Nights? Is that
I
something?
don't know what that is.
I'm afraid
okay.
I don't know either.
All right, I'm gonna ban him.
Just ask for it, man. Yeah.
Wasting my time. From Notatron, just tell him we love him. His story broke my heart. So happy he got charges dismissed.
Aw,
Thank you.
very nice.
Oh wow, good get for sure. He must have stories of how his Hollywood friends turned against him. Painful stories, I'm sure, but I think we can all relate. Has he heard of any rumors of prison physical abuse? Any stars reach out to him even though they disagree with J6?
That would be no on that. Yeah.
No.
Covered.
And this bot here wants to thank Jeremy Cleveland for trading expertise. Bella, this is not the time. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah. As for friends of mine that just snubbed me since this whole thing, it's like it's hard to explain the sound of a cold shoulder, but that's what's ringing in my ears this entire time.
We want names, Jay. Names.
Yeah. Well, I thought for a long time, I was like, well, I can't really reach out to these people or approach them because I feel like I would be a detriment to them. Like if there was anybody found out or something, they would get punished for that. And that it was that pervasive. And then it started weighing on me that, wow, nobody at all has reached out to me. And okay, granted, there was a period of time where my identity was stolen and my email and my phone number were compromised and taken.
Yeah, but that was a little bit more recent, and nobody reached out. And then
okay, fine.
And then I know he's being generous here, but then in the media, they, some of the because we didn't talk to any of the media, of course, they were already smearing him. But then they reached out to some people and they were like, oh, well, people from Mr. Show and some of his old colleagues said they tried to find him, but nobody's spoken to him. And I was like, that's funny. Our phone never rang once. And then people were speculating that, oh, he's hiding out in Canada, or wait, no, he's in Costa Rica. Like he's on the lam but it's like we've lived in the same house for like 10 years. Like he's not hard to find.
Yeah, they can reach me through Sarah. Too,
Yeah, like
so.
even if his phone was lost, it's like I was friends with all those people on Facebook and stuff. So it's like they know how to get a hold of him, but they all pretended like, oh no, we don't even know where he is. We haven't spoken to him. But
Which you think they would have come up with something a little better if they're, doing this type of thing.
Yeah.
Since they're doing it, I should say. But it's a testament to the thinness of people's veneer, unfortunately. At least out here, I don't know. Maybe the rest of the United States is stand-up folks, but
we've actually made some really good friends though, like through all of this, which is kind of the silver lining. Like people that we've connected with, other January 6th families that have been through stuff. We connected with a really cool organization called Patriot Freedom Project. They helped us out a lot.
Cynthia Hughes there runs it.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then she connected us with a lot of other families, which was a real blessing, because when you're going through a lot of this, especially like being attacked by the media and you lose your job and you lose all your friends, like you get really, really isolated. And
you want to connect with other depressed people who have nowhere to go either.
Yeah. Well, we just kind of were like walking around in a daze and like didn't know who, like you can't even get a therapist, because you go to a therapist here and they're all
liberal.
Yeah, like, oh,
yeah.
You want to change your gender and blah, and it's like, no, we want to talk about January 6th. No, I don't.
If you want to grow a cock on your arm, they're all ears. But God forbid you meander outside of the Capitol building.
Yeah. So yeah, we've connected with some really cool people, and Nick Searcy, I don't know if you know him.
Oh, I love Nick. Yeah, he's
Nick,
great.
I love Nick too. Like he's actually been really, really supportive, and yeah, so there's some good things that have come out of it, and you do learn who your friends are and who isn't afraid to stand up and stand by you when shit hits the fan. And usually it's very few people, but those are your people, the ones that do,
That is the one really good thing about this, is anybody who's kind of stood up, like between January 6th and the lockdowns and COVID, like anybody in the entertainment industry who stood up, it's like you can count on like two hands, really. Like, and you kind of try to find those people and connect, and then
one person for each hand, I think.
Yeah. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.